Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. It's Jenna. Today we are going to be talking again about Simply Earth, and I am going to talk about the recipes that were in the recipe box for August. This was a great box this month. I really enjoyed it. Super fun. First of all, the oils that were in the box, just to recap, we had orange, we had fennel, we had frankincense, and lastly, hoe wood, which was a new one for me. I've never used this before, but this was pretty fun oil, and I really like the way it smells. So, we had some pretty fun recipes. First, let's talk about the diffuser blend. This is my diffuser, and I have in it the blend for this month. It was the Refreshing Diffuser Blend, and there were 3 drops of frankincense, 3 drops of orange, and 1 drop of fennel. And I didn't make it into a little, you can make blends. They have containers in the big box, which when you sign up, you get that with your first box. They have little containers where you can make blends, but I just put them directly in here. For me, that's just, I suppose it's not easier, but that's just how I do it. It works for me. So, I really liked this blend. It's very refreshing. The orange seems to stand out the most, but it has a really neat balance with the frankincense and the fennel in it also, or the fennel and orange. We already talked about the frankincense. So, I really liked this blend. Very refreshing, also very calming. If you have a headache, I really liked this blend. Like if I was stressed or had a headache, that seemed to really resonate with me in that situation. So, I like this a lot. Let me know what you guys thought of it down below, or if you maybe tweaked it at all. Sometimes I like to play with the blends, change a little bit, but this one I really liked it as it was. So good. And I love my little diffuser. This is an old one that I've had, but this is a really good, and I love the light, the scent, all works together really well. Okay, next up, let's talk about this one, Fine Lines Be Gone. Now this recipe, they had us put in a roller bottle, and I used the sticker. This is clearly not a roller bottle. This is a little pump bottle that was also in the big box. Love that big box, guys. You get so many great containers. But this was a roll-on for treating lines on the face. Excuse me. I actually wanted to use it as a moisturizer, and also for application, this just works better. To do a roll-on on your whole face, I think would be a little difficult. So I changed it a little bit. This is also about double what it would be in the recipe. I didn't fill up the whole container, but I did use, this is about double. I also doubled the frankincense in it, but it's pretty easy. It's just frankincense and just a carrier oil. They have almond oil. I am out of that, so I actually used what I had in my kitchen. This is walnut oil, and if you've ever used walnut oil, it actually has some really good properties that are also good for your skin. So you can mix and match these things. There's a lot of great carrier oils out there. Walnut oil does have a little bit of a scent though that mixes with the frankincense. Almond oil does not, which is what's in this recipe. So if you use the almond oil, you get the pure scent of the frankincense. Walnut oil mixes with it. I don't know if I would say it's a great scent, but I really did like this though. I didn't take any before and after pictures, but I don't have a lot of wrinkles. I use emu oil as a moisturizer, and that really is great for the skin, for wrinkles. It just kind of plumps up your skin, keeps it super healthy. But this, I actually think I noticed a little bit of a difference. So I really, really, really like this. I use it every day. Super, super great stuff. So very moisturizing too, especially if you live in a dry area like we do. Okay, next up, let us talk about the Citrus Fresh Face Wash. Okay, I put mine in a little glass container. This is basically baking soda, almond oil, and orange essential oil. Has a very good smell, kind of a light smell, not too strong. But this, it works really good. I don't know if I would call it a face wash. Baking soda is kind of cleansing. I would call it more of like a scrub. I used to have a microdermabrasion set years and years ago that I bought from like, I think it was like Mary Kay or something, and it felt a lot like the baking soda on your face. Microdermabrasion is where it just uses gentle abrasion, so salt, baking soda, sugar scrubs will do the same thing, and it just rubs off that outer layer of like dead skin, anything that needs to be removed, it removes it. And that's kind of what this felt like. There's not really soap in it though, and I'm not 100% convinced that the baking soda takes the place of soap. So I used it after I washed my face with soap. It does leave a little bit, it has almond oil in it, which actually gets quite absorbed very well into the baking soda. But I used it after I washed with soap, and it does leave a little bit of moisturizing behind because there's oil in it. It does scrub the face thoroughly. It's actually really good stuff. So I enjoyed using it. Like I said, I'm not super convinced that it's a wash, like you could take the place of your soaps, but maybe some of you feel differently. If you've tried this, let me know, comment below. That's just my take on it. Alrighty, next, let's do that one last because it's my favorite. Let's do, okay, the Himalayan Pink Salt Scrub. I actually didn't make this. This is just another salt scrub recipe, and I have containers of salt scrubs left from previous boxes, and they gave us a container of pink salt, which I'll talk about in a second, and there actually wasn't enough for the candle and the soak and this, so I just forwent this. In the recipe, it uses the pink salt. I don't know if I would use the pink salt personally because, let me pick up one of the grains here. Can you see how big that is? I don't think I'd want to use that to scrub my face. I don't think it would work very well. It might be a little bit like putting rocks on your face. So I would probably use just normal like sea salt or something if I made this. Sea salt or salt scrubs are really good. So if you do make this with the Himalayan salt, it would be really good also because Himalayan salt is really good. It's got a lot of minerals in it that would be really good for your face. So, or whatever you scrub with it. You can use it in the bath or shower or whatever. So that would be a good one. I just didn't make it because I have a bunch of other ones from previous boxes. Like I said, I would probably do it with sea salt though. That is what I would do if I were making it. But let me know if you made it below with the Himalayan salt. Let me know what you thought of that. The Detox Bath Soak. Himalayan Detox Bath Soak. Okay, here it is. Look at that. In this, there is a tablespoon of salt, the Himalayan salt. Can you see it in there? I have to mix it back up. It kind of separated a little sitting here. And then there's almond oil. I used olive oil. I was out of the almond oil. And then a half a tablespoon of baking soda. And then we have whole wood, orange, and fennel. This is the only recipe with the whole wood. I was kind of hoping for more because it's a new oil to me and I'm not as familiar with it. I will put some uses for it here that you can also do, but as far as the box went, this is the only one that had whole wood in the recipe, which made me a little bit sad, but I really like this. I'm not a big bath soaking person, so I actually put a little bit of this in a foot bath, and it is quite pleasant. It has the oil in it, and so it does leave your feet or your body, if you put it in the bath, it does leave it slightly moisturized, and it's just a very nice soaking agent, I guess you could say. It's not like the bath salts or something like that with the Epsom salt. It's not going to be something quite like that that's going to have a super potent effect on like your muscles or anything. This is very gentle. You don't put much. You put about this much, minus what I used for foot soap. You put about this much in an entire bath that you soak in. So it's kind of a very gentle soak, okay? I really liked it though on my feet. Like I said, it left it moisturized. If you use this in a bathtub, you'd probably have to clean the bathtub afterwards because it's going to leave an oily film. So keep that in mind. But this is really good stuff. It smells really good. I like it a lot with that orange in it and the whole wood. Okay, lastly, this is my favorite. Himalayan Salt Candle, okay? So basically what this is it's just a little tea light, which they gave us in the box. And look how darling it is. And then the Himalayan salt around it. And then for the oils, you put fennel and orange. That's it, right? Yes, fennel and orange. And there's quite a bit of oils in there, 10 drops of each, and it's just 2 tablespoons of Himalayan salt, and you basically mix it up and then you pour it around the candle. And this is just I love candles, I love lights, I love scents, like that's kind of my jam when it comes to essential oils. So this is great. You can use it in an evening, you can use it during the day, like it just sets lights like this, gentle little lights, sets such a great mood, I think. And the smell is pretty good. I actually would probably choose a different blend and do something more like, actually the diffuser blend on this would smell really good. I like the diffuser blend better. Not that this is bad, but it just didn't jive with me so well. It wasn't my first like, ooh, but it has a very gentle scent. That fennel is pretty nice, and the orange also blends well. I like it a lot. But this is just so cute, and it gives us a very gentle scent. In the recipe it talks about how the candle heats up and helps release the scent out of the salt. It actually takes a while for it to get to that point. The candle, the heat isn't very great down around the bottom there, but it's just a very gentle aroma that's kind of let out through there, almost like a potpourri, but like it's just kind of something that's let out into the air. It's not super strong, but it's very gentle, very nice. I really like this. I love candles and lights. So those were our 6 recipes from Simply Earth this month. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your experiences were with this, or if you have any questions that I might be able to answer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!